Hey, what's going on? A Reddit user has requested a setup tour of my apartment, which is flooded with HomeKit lights and furniture I've retrofitted to work with HomeKit. I geek out on home automation and self-hosting. I chose HomeKit over Alexa or Google Home because Apple's stance around data privacy in the home is aligned with my own, and I love my Apple products. Let's get right into it. Hey Siri, I've got an idea. Normally the LED light strips are controlled with an included IR remote such as this. To make the LED light strips HomeKit compatible, I had to use a universal IR blaster by BroadLink. You can pick one up on eBay for about $20. I configured the universal IR blaster to pair with HomeBridge running on a Raspberry Pi. I wrote down the IR codes from the IR blaster and I entered them into the HomeBridge software. So now the universal IR blaster can control multiple LED light strips if it's positioned properly. Hey Siri, office lights on. I recently added studio lights to my setup to have better lighting in the videos that I produce for you guys, and I included a fast forward version of me retrofitting the normal studio lights that I got from Amazon into HomeKit compatible lights using a on-off switch. The on-off switch is flashed with a custom Tasmota firmware, which allows it to communicate with HomeKit directly without having to talk to an MQTT hub like a Raspberry Pi. But I was able to flash these on-offs using open source firmware, but I had to modify it slightly because I was flashing it from a Raspberry Pi, but I made sure to outline that in the GitHub page, which I will include in the description below. I think it's wonderful that these on-off switches make it so you can turn any circuit into a HomeKit compatible circuit for as little as $6. The circuit that controls the LED light strips and monitors on my workstation are both controlled by the same on-off switch. So if I wanted to put my monitors to sleep when I left my apartment to go get coffee, I could do so kind of like sleep mode built into the computer, except it's controlled via HomeKit in Siri. Keep in mind that these on-off Wi-Fi switches have a max amperage of 10 amps, and most circuits in your house are going to be at least 15, and in the kitchen it's going to be 20. So if you do end up putting these on-off switches in your main electrical wiring, ensure that the power draw from that circuit does not exceed 10 amps. If this video gets enough attention, I'll make a follow-up describing how I flashed the on-off switches from stock into being HomeKit compatible. That's all I have for today. If you want to see more content about self-hosting and computer science topics, make sure to subscribe and leave a like down below. I'll see you in the next video.